What's up guys, welcome back to Devoted Pickleball. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the two-handed backhand. It's Ben John's new shot. Is it here to stay? Let's find out. Alright, so first let's talk about why you would want to hit the two-handed backhand. So first of all, there's a lot more spin potential. By having that left hand on there, you can allow the left wrist to come over, and that allows for more spin. Subsequently, it also allows for more shape on the ball. So you can see in a clip here that Ben Johns lifts the ball and it drops into the back of the court. That kind of shape is just not possible on a one-handed backhand.
There's the new meaning 2023 in the Arsenal two-handed backhand. So
there's just a lot more spin potential and shape, and that is really beneficial for down the line shots, keeping it into the court. Those shots that look like they're going out but they stay in, those kind of shots are really important and vital for pickleball, and that is what the two-hander allows better. There's a lot more power, and you can control the shots that are in towards your body a little more. Instead of just blocking, you're always blocking with your backhand, you can actually put your second hand on there and you have some power with your left arm. So it's using a lot more of your left arm, and that is a boost in power for you, so it can be very beneficial in that way as well. The next thing that the two-hander allows is for a shorter swing. So if I'm reaching with one arm, then I'm having to extend out. There's separation from my body to the contact point. But if I have two hands, I'm a lot tighter into my body. And what that allows is for a faster recovery. And so these two things are kind of related. First, you have a shorter swing and a faster recovery because of it. If you think about it, you're standing here at the kitchen line, okay? If I swing, then I'm here on my forehand side, so I can counter. If it's just one hand, I'm out in front of me, I can't counter back here. See how much more movement that is. But if I'm here, that same shot that I hit here, my right arm is tucked in. So now I can quickly just move my wrist and be in position. So that is what a backhand with two hands allows. My left hand is doing a lot of the work so that I'm still in position here. So that's one of the major benefits of the two-handed backhand. Alright, so I'm sure you're thinking, well, all of that sounds great, but it can't all be advantages, right? What are the disadvantages? So for the disadvantages, first of all, if you're not used to it, right, if you've only ever had a one-handed backhand, it's gonna take time. So if you really want to get better, if you really want to improve your game and to develop a two-handed backhand, if you've had a one-hander, you need to get out and train. I know, the fun part's playing, right? But it will help you so much. Just go out there and train, even on the wall.
Not playing singles here on Championship Sunday, so already won one goal.
You can see some of the things that I did here in this video. I'm just training against the wall. I always had a one-hander. Just hitting against the wall will help a lot. The last thing I'll mention about disadvantages is there are very specific situations in which you need to use it. And so deciding when you need to use your two-hander and when you should use one is actually something that's really going to factor in, especially in a game when you need to make a split-second decision. So let's talk about that now. So when should you use the two-handed backhand and when should you use one? First of all, I would say anytime you're reaching into the kitchen, anytime you want to take a ball out of the air, you should use one hand.
Talk about the defense of this team and Johnson Waters enough.
Play right there.
Even people who have two-handed dinks, they use one hand when they're reaching into the kitchen if they really need to reach. A good example of that is Lucy Kovalova. She has a killer two-handed backhand, but when she really needs to reach into the kitchen and take a ball out of the air, she does it with one hand. Secondly, when you are countering, if you're just trying to block it back, you don't always need to use your two-hander. Now, if you get comfortable with your two-hander, counters you can do with either. That is when you're just gonna need to make that split-second decision. Another time that it would really benefit you to use the two-handed backhand over the one-hander is on those high dinks. You can really be deceptive with the two-handed backhand and take it down the line or take it down the middle. And there are a lot of different changes that you can make, and they're very subtle differences to your opponent. The difference will look like this. So if I'm hitting a dink and it's high around the waist level, to go down the line, I would just push it forward, but my paddle face is here. To go down the middle, I'm following through in towards the middle, but the load up looks the exact same for both of those shots. So it's a lot more deceptive. If I'm hitting it here, my paddle face is open, I'm going down the line. And if I'm here, then I'm going towards the middle. So with a one-hander, it's gonna look different depending on where I'm going. I can't load up here and flip it down the middle. That's really hard on a one-handed backhand. But two hands, I'm loading up here each time, and then it's just a flick or a push. So if I push it, it goes down the line, and if I flick it, it's gonna go down the middle. So that's a lot more deceptive, and that is a huge benefit of the two-handed backhand. So now let's wrap it up with some of my final thoughts. First, I would like to start with Ben Johns. He was asked the question on his YouTube if it was here to stay. Let's listen to his response.
Two-handed back in the men's game, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just gonna follow the trend that's already been happening. I mean, I'd say 3 years ago there were little, none. Back then it was probably like maybe 3 players-ish, and now you can see so many more than that. So there's no reason why that trend is gonna stop. With more tennis players coming in, got a lot of advantages. So yeah, I'll do it a lot more.
So do I agree with him? Yeah, I think the two-handed backhand is here to stay. I think you'll see a lot more of those tennis pros come in, like he mentioned. And I think that the benefits of the deception and the power and being able to control those balls that are in here a lot better with two hands, and the power that you can use is super beneficial. So pushing, using that left hand is gonna be a lot better than just relying on the wrist's power. Will the one-hander go away completely? No. I think that there are so many benefits of having both. I think that the best pros are going to have both. Right now I think of you know, Ben Johns is still working on his. Lucy Kovalova, Federico Staksrud, you can see him hitting a two-handed backhand and also one-handed. A lot of the tennis guys coming in, they have great two-handed backhands, and now they're learning how to use one hand. And so I think that at the higher levels, you're going to need both. All right, thanks for watching, guys. So this has been my video on the two-handed backhand. If you liked it, please like the video, comment down below, and let me know if you would like to see a tutorial of how I hit my two-handed backhand. Also, if you would like to see how Ben Johns hits his two-handed backhand, because he hits it a little differently than a lot of the other pros who have two-handed backhands on the PPA Tour. So if you would like to see that, leave a comment down below. And thanks again for watching. Peace.